Good afternoon, uh, everybody. Today we're going to discuss about the role of economic efficiency and business strategy in order to achieve a competitive advantage among the companies within the industry in Indonesia. This is a study based on the agency theory. So, in to start with, let's see the next slide. Okay. So currently, business is facing a severe competition, and companies have to encounter horizontal boundaries and must find ways to stand out in the market in order to succeed. So, in order to be effective in making strict decisions and calculations, many companies are using dynamic capabilities. This approach will allow both for internal and external improvement and to adapt with a constantly changing environment. So, compared to the classical theories such as economic and agency efficiency, dynamic capabilities will provide better solutions to gain more competitive advantage. Okay. See. So there are several approaches in order to increase the scale, the scope, and of a company. Mergers is one of the alternatives. Horizontal mergers can often provide a paradox that negatively impact the welfare and the productivity. So, despite the benefit of having a mergers for enlarging the market, the economic scales, market penetrations, and also efficiency in several aspects. But mergers can also have negative impacts, and sometimes because of the paradox, the negativity of the mergers may exceed its benefit. One of the other solutions in incorporating microeconomics that is seen also to set a fundamental aspect of developing a business strategy, and also the concept of remunerations and industrial agglomerations that are closely linked to the economic size and range. Companies can also create a stable organizational environment by strategically renewing, and repositioning to support their capabilities. So, what is the purpose of this study? The purpose of this study, there are three things. So, the first one is to establish an orchestration model for a company. So companies should be able to orchestrate the ecosystem within the industry to be more to gain more competitive advantage compared to the others. Compared to the others. Secondly, to strengthen the selections of qualified business strategies. And lastly, reliable competitiveness can be achieved with qualified business strategies based on agency theory and strategic choice theory, of filling the research gap in the business competitions. this is the two things that will be contributed by the study is the first one is to assess the core hypothesis linking high resource performance with specific attributes to top managers and alongside of the firm's ownership and control of the structure. Secondly, contribute to the theory of strategic choice theory. So whether it can conclude that that managers' decisions playing a tremendous roles, or whether the company's success by anticipating corporate competitions in the complex situations. So this is the literary review agency theory that is suggests that strategic decisions it may be beneficial to have a dedicated marketing managers lead the organization's marketing efforts, since rather than relying solely on the CEO or the top managers. Okay. The highlights of difficulty of managing complex business across multiple industry, where efficient agency relationship are crucial for delivering innovative solutions in multinational markets, which require more resources and expertise than domestic markets. This is by lastly, as articulated by Bettis in 2014, the theory highlights the importance of how managerial levels react with each other, the constant changes in the market due to technical advancements, and how managers adapt to the dynamic market by recognizing the intricacy of modern business environment and the unpredictable nature of organizational dynamics. Strategic theory provides a comprehensive perspective to examine strategic renewal, repositioning, and organizational learning that are essentials in creating a resilient and adaptive business ecosystem. Okay, the empirical descriptions. This is actually because this is just early stages of the further development proposals of study. So the hypothesis is still about the propositions based on the empirical descriptions. Number one is we have to conduct exploration based on primary data and secondary data as well. And secondly, the result and literature study to further develop the models based on the two theory, trade choice, and also the agency theory. The research method approach involve analyzing theories and literature to investigate how managers make informed decisions in selecting the best business strategy to succeed in a highly competitive market. To further examine the model, taking into account the challenges of sustainable and complex competitions, researchers will conduct a case study. Result and discussions in the first stage of the study examine the vertical boundaries that compel companies to improve their efficiency. Companies must determine whether to perform an activity in-house or purchase it from an independent firm. This is the problem that we know as make or buy decisions. Whether we can make means the company carries out the activity itself, or buy, meaning relying on an independent or other firm to perform activity that will help the sustainability of the company, and everything will be done under a certain contract. Additionally, the decision-making process can be further enhanced by considering the removal of the cause effect. This decision-making approach can break down constraints and limitations. In addition, furthermore, relying solely on intuitions, on identifying to identify competitions may not always be objective. It can be beneficial to supplement this approach with data. If possible, the economic primary demonstrates that the degree to which products can be substituted for each other can be measured by the cross-price elasticity of demand. This is conclusions and advice. So, first, about the effective business strategies, significant costs suffer a loss impact. A firm's decision make or buy decisions, confluence of agency, theory, business strategy, dynamic capabilities, and competitive advantage. Lastly, align business goals with resource and business actions. I think that concludes my presentation, because it's almost 15 minutes. Thank you very much for your attention.